95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people. Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM. Whether it's happening in Port Harcourt, South South, Nigeria, or around the world, we've got you covered. On air, online, delivering balanced news and unbiased analysis. Today, 95.1 FM.
This is Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Hello and good evening. This is the World News on your Premium Talk Radio, Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. I'm Faustina Oputu. And the headlines: Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi accuses Governor Nyesom Wike of working against him in presidential election. CBN denies report of having directed banks to begin dispensing and accepting old Naira notes from Nigerians. Commercial bus drivers protesting in Rumokoro following death of colleague after scuffle with members of Rivers State Task Force. Now on the foreign scene, Ukraine and Russia reports inflicting heavy losses in battle for Bakhmut. Details shortly. The Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi has accused the Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike of working against him during the February 25 presidential election. Obi, who made the allegation in a television interview, claimed he got more votes in Rivers State than what was allocated to him by the Independent National Electoral Commission. The former Anambra State Governor also criticized those who claimed the votes he got in Lagos State came mainly from Igbo voters. He said people of different ethnic extractions across the country voted for him during the February 25 presidential election, stressing that he had no capacity to rig the election.
How many Igbos live in Lagos? I got more votes from the indigenous in Lagos than those who are, you can call visitors. Are the Igbos in Nasarawa? Are the Igbos in Plateau? Are the Igbos in Abuja? In Rivers, where you know that the governor came out against me, and everything, I said, if the real vote of Rivers were counted, I won. I have over 50-something% of the vote. The other two parties were sharing the order. Then it was, I won in Asoro. Will you say it's rigging? Which machinery do I have to rig? I have no councillor, I have no local government chairman, no this thing. I'm not in control of police. I don't even know any DPO. So which machinery will I use to rig? They are the ones who I believe in this. What they are doing is what I'm trying to change.
The governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, has denied giving the governorship candidate of the Labour Party in Lagos State, Gbadebo Roads Viva, 500 million naira ahead of the March 18 state governorship election. A report published by the Nation newspaper today claimed that the Apex Bank has released the sum in new banknotes to shore up the campaign of the LP in Lagos State. The publication said Emefiele, an Igbo from Delta State, is determined to influence the outcome of the governorship election in Lagos State against the ruling All Progressives Congress in order to install an Igbo as Lagos governor. However, in a statement released today by the CBN's acting director, corporate communications, Issa Abdulmumin, Emefiele said the report is false and malicious. Abdulmumin also said Emefiele has never met Rhodes Viva, either in person or by proxy, or does he engage in politics. The Court of Appeal in Abuja has commenced sitting in an appeal filed by Ademola Adeleke of the People's Democratic Party against the judgment of the tribunal, which invalidated his election as governor of Osun State. The three-member panel of justices began sitting in the appeal at about 10 a.m. today. While Adeleke is the appellant, Adegboyega Oyetola and the All Progressives Congress are first and second respondents in the appeal. The Independent National Electoral Commission and the PDP are also joined as third and fourth respondents, respectively. Recall that the Osun State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal had on January 27 voided the July 16, 2022 election that produced Adeleke of the PDP as the elected governor and declared Oyetola of the APC as the valid winner of the poll, citing irregularities. The Central Bank of Nigeria says it has not issued any statement directing commercial banks to dispense and accept the old 500 and 1,000 naira notes from Nigerians. Issa Abdulmumin, Acting Director of Corporate Communication, CBN, made the clarification in an interview. He was reacting to a statement by the Anambra State Governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, claiming the Apex Bank had directed commercial banks to dispense and accept the old notes. Abdulmumin and said Soludo's statement emanates from him and not the Central Bank of Nigeria, adding that the Apex Bank will issue a statement in the future. Amid the lingering scarcity of new Naira notes, the Arewa Consultative Forum has criticized President Muhammadu Buhari for disobeying the Supreme Court's judgment order on recirculation of the old Naira notes till December 31, 2023. The Northern Socio-Political Group described the president's action as a damage to his credentials as a Democrat and a stickler for the rule of law. In a statement issued by its Secretary General, Murtala Aliyu, the ACF lamented that the Naira redesign policy has led to runaway inflation in food and other commodities. The ACF also warned that the crisis has the possibility to morph into a serious social disorder, leading to the possible breakdown of law and order in the country. The Executive Secretary of the Benue State Emergency Management Agency, Emmanuel Chio, says over 5,000 people were killed by suspected herders under Governor Samuel Otom's administration. The SEMA boss stated this today when he addressed journalists on the humanitarian situation in the state since the assumption of the office of the Otom-led administration about 8 years ago. He said in all, 18 of the 23 local government areas of the state were attacked by suspected armed herders. Chio, who gave a breakdown of deaths recorded since the assumption of office of Governor Otom since 2015, hinted that the figures were the ones recorded. The Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria has announced the international runways 18R and 36L at the Murtala Mohammed Airport, Lagos, will be shut down for maintenance. FAN, in a statement, said the runways would be closed for 8 weeks for maintenance. According to the agency, taxiway B18L would be used instead for all flight operations until maintenance is completed. This is the world news on Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. After the break, more news, sports and foreign stories. Stay tuned.
Greetings, good people of Rivers State. I am Comrade Bikri Setubo, the governorship candidate of Labour Party. I thank the good people of Rivers State and the obedience for coming out in their numbers on 25th of February to vote for our principal, Peter Obi. Don't be discouraged by the daylight robbery witnessed here in the state on that election day, as Peter Obi and the party have taken action to recover this mandate. We appeal to you, our supporters, to still come out in your numbers this Saturday to vote Labour Party. Papa, Mama, Pikin is the symbol, as it will show the world that Peter Obi won the elections in Rivers State. My mission together with you is to take back Rivers State from the hands of those who are mismanaging our resources. God bless you all. Thank you, because I know you will come out to vote for Labour Party. Papa, Mama, Pikin is the symbol, both at the governorship level and at the assembly levels. Thank you, and God bless you.
10 minutes gone past 6. Welcome back. You're still listening to the World News on your premium talk radio, Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. The All Progressive Congress in Rivers State says it has uncovered plots by members of the ruling People's Democratic Party in the state to blackmail the State House of Assembly candidates of the party for Port Harcourt City Constituency 1, Emeka Ede. The APC Publicity Secretary Darlington Woju said those plotting to blackmail their candidates are trying to divert attention, insisting that Rivers people know the political party responsible for violent attacks in the state. Wauju mentioned that the APC State House of Assembly candidate for Falga Constituency 1 cannot be involved in violent attack, boasting that the move by the PDP will not stop APC from winning Saturday elections in the state. Wauju, who also recalled the APC's call on security agencies to respond to the attack on the office of the party's House of Representatives candidate in the area, calls for proper investigation into the attack to ensure that those responsible are brought to book.
Rivers people are too knowledgeable with the history of crude-style politics in our state, and they surely know which of the political parties merchandises on violence. Our candidate for Faga Constituency 1, Chief Emeka Ede, and indeed our candidates for the State Assembly seats are no agents of destruction. May we remind the public that none of those who have bombed or attacked APC rallies or campaign offices have been arrested or prosecuted. We had earlier demanded that all those who are connected to that attack be investigated and brought to book. As a party, we have uncovered the shenanigans of the ruling party, wherein some PDP thugs are planning to bomb some private houses in order to turn around to accuse our candidates of orchestrating such a violent attack.
The Rivers State Task Force has reportedly killed a commercial bus driver in Rumokoro in Obiakwa local government area of the state. The driver was said to have been killed after an argument on transportation ticket with a member of the task force. The incident was confirmed by the chairman of Bus Drivers Union from Mile 3 to Igruta, Okechukwu Rufus, during an interview with Today FM's Odinakachi Celestine. Okechukwu said the driver slumped after he was attacked by some task force workers and was rushed to the hospital this morning, where he died. He lamented the incessant financial demand of the task force workers from commercial bus drivers and appealed to the state government to intervene.
I got information that task force and hoodlums killed one of our drivers yesterday. I have to call my vice chairman. They should find way and rescue that young man if he's alive. So unfortunately this morning they called me that young man did not make it. They said the person had to shut down. The task force is too much. Even on Sundays, some of them even come 6 o'clock in the morning, hairy people's car, asking you tickets. So I don't know whether you print tickets from your house and bring it on the road. And this is what happened yesterday. They said the driver should give them money. The driver said, I doesn't have money, just coming out from after church service, let him come and operate. Then I hit him. And it's an elderly man. So today the driver refused to go to work, so that they should bring the person that kill the person, or task force man that hit the person, because they know the person actually. Communicate task force, National Union task force, all of them operating on the road. They will head their vehicle, they will go and park at area command. After 1 week, they will collect 20,000 naira from you before they give you a vehicle. Every day, one problem at the other. We are tired of all these things. In 1 month, we have lost 2 drivers. It's too much. The government have to look into this matter, because the thing has come for everybody. Come to Rumokoro, you see different type of task force. When they say they are all of them are operating with vehicle, which is very bad.
As at the time of filing this report, adjoining roads leading in and out of Rumokoro have been blocked as commercial drivers are protesting heavily and stopping their drivers from carrying passengers. Governor Nyesom Wike has sworn in the chairman and other board members of the Rivers State Civil Service Commission. Governor Wike said it is to fulfill his promise to promote workers and employ an additional 10,000 youths. During the inauguration held at Government House, Wike acknowledged that the inauguration of the board was long overdue. He said the job of the new board of the commission is to work out the promotion of workers at all levels, including their financial benefits, and begin the process of employing 10,000 youths into the service in 1 month. Wike, who warned against the witch hunt of any staff member in the promotion and employment processes, also dismissed criticisms that the planned promotion and employment are to influence voters ahead of Saturday's governorship and state assembly elections. He explained that the process, which he promised to complete long ago, was stalled because the past NLC leadership was hostile to his administration. The board comprises the former permanent secretary in the Ministry of Works, Clifford Underwalter, as chairman, whereas the members are Venerable Richard Opara, Osimagina, John Nali, and Mike Elichi. The Texas Board of Nursing in the United States has released a 75-person probe list indicating that at least 43 Nigerians are under investigation for false educational credentials. According to information on the board's website about the probe tagged Operation Nightingale, The individuals who acquired the fraudulent nursing credentials used them to qualify to sit for the National Nursing Board exam. Upon successful completion of the board exam, the nursing applicants reportedly became eligible to obtain licenses in various states to work as registered nurse or a licensed practical or vocational nurse. The board said it had filed formal charges against the nurses for fraudulently obtaining educational credentials. A statement on the website disclosed that the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Office of Inspector General and law enforcement partners launched a multi-state coordinated law enforcement action to apprehend individuals engaged in a scheme to sell false and fraudulent nursing degree, diplomas, and transcripts. The board noted that it is working diligently with all appropriate nursing regulatory bodies, nursing education program providers, accreditation bodies, and authorities to detect, investigate, and resolve the issue, including seeking revocation of any licenses obtained through fraudulent means. On the foreign scene, Ukraine and Russia have reportedly inflicted heavy losses as the battle for Bakhmut rages on. Moscow has been trying to take the eastern Ukrainian city for months in a grinding war of attrition. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Russian forces had suffered more than 1,000 deaths in the past few days, with many more seriously injured. Russia said it had killed more than 220 Ukrainian service members over the past 24 hours. Journalists have been unable to verify the numbers given by either side. Analysts say Bakhmut has little strategic value, but capture of the city would bring Russia slightly closer to its goal of controlling the whole of Donetsk region. And in sports, 2 football players died after being struck by lightning while playing a match in Kisii County in western Kenya. Local media reports that 2 other players were taken to hospital for emergency treatment after they got injuries during the weekend tournament. A Football Federation official was quoted as saying that the teams were having a friendly match when it began to rain. The official urged the authorities to install lightning arresters in public areas, including schools where matches take place, in order to reduce such incidents. To end the news, here's a summary of the major stories. The Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi has accused Governor Nyesom Wike of working against him in the last month's presidential election. You heard commercial bus drivers have protested in Rumokoro following the death of colleague after a scuffle with members of the River State Task Force. We told you that the Central Bank of Nigeria has denied directing commercial banks to dispense and accept the old Naira notes from Nigerians. And from the foreign scene, we also told you that Ukraine and Russia have reported inflicting heavy losses as the battle for Bakhmut rages on. And that was the news. Is edited by Prince Ajubo. For comments and inquiries, please call 0818-389-2850 or send your emails to news@todayfmlive.com. You can also read our stories on www.todayfmlive.com. I'm Faustina Oputu. Good evening. Thanks for listening.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back.
Well, a very good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to the best 15 minutes of football you can find anywhere on the radio. The show is Soccer Nation, and it's brought to you by MTN.
Whenever I tell people I'm a full-time master student and a content creator, they go, huh? How are you able to do both all at once? You be with? No be juju. Na MTN 5G. Ever since 5G came into my life, I've been on cloud 9. I get to take my classes online in real time and upload my videos before you say Jack Robinson. Even babe isn't left out. Our long distance is waxing strong.
Hello, babe. Can you hear me? Your video is frozen again.
We don't do that here, because life is a breeze.
Experience the wonders of MTN 5G. Hyper-fast internet connection with no buffering, zero lag, and quality data capabilities like never seen before. No be juju, not MTN 5G. Now available on iPhone. MTN. What are we doing today?
When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag.
Welcome back to the show, Still Soccer Nation, brought to you by MTN. Well, let's start off from Belgium as Gift Orban is full of excitement after scoring 4 times in KAA Gent 7-2 win against Zulte Waregem on Sunday night. After failing to register a goal in the first half, Orban netted 4 times in the second 45 minutes. Well, that made him the first Gent player to score 4 times in the Belgian Pro League game this century. The 20-year-old was on target in the 53rd, 68th, 75th, and 83rd minutes, respectively. He said, for me, it's the first time that I'm taking the match ball home. As a professional, I never scored a hat-trick. Now it's the first time. And then immediately 4. That's very nice. Well, Orban has now scored 9 goals in his last 8 games for Gent. He only moved from the Norwegian second division club Steinbeck in January. And former MPFL top scorer Chijoke Akuneto has been linked with a move to 8-time Nigeria Premier Football League champions Eyimba. Akuneto was the top scorer in the MPFL last season, netting 19 times to help Rivers United win the title for the first time. Well, the 25-year-old was spotted at the Eyimba Stadium on Sunday during the side's Abia State Federation Cup final win against Hayudia FC. Well, the striker is expected to put pen to paper on a deal with Eyimba in the coming days as the second half of the 2022-2023 season will kick off on the 25th of March. Eyimba will travel to Ibadan to face Shooting Stars on match day 10. Let's talk about the under-20 AFCON as 3 of the goals scored by Flying Eagles at the 2023 Africa Under-20 Cup of Nations have been included in the top 10 goals of the tournament by the Confederation of African Football. Jude Sunday's 3rd goal in Nigeria's 4-0 trouncing of Tunisia in the 3rd place match was also picked by CAF, while the winger dribbled past a number of Tunisian defenders before firing into the net. Ibrahim Mohamed's superb strike from outside the box in the Flying Eagles' 3rd group game against Mozambique was also among the goals selected by the Confederation of African Football. Left back Solomon Agbalaka's powerful header against host Egypt was also included in the best goals as Ladamboso's led side finished in 3rd position in the competition, with the West Africans also receiving the award for fair play. Still talking about the under-20, Flying Eagles defenders Augustine Njoku and Solomon Agbalaka have been included in the team of the tournament of that very competition. Njoku was solid defensively for the Flying Eagles, and Agbalaka was the man of the match in Nigeria's games against Egypt and Mozambique in the group stage of the competition. CAF unveiled the best 11 list on their personal Twitter handle during the weekend. Well, the duo were selected in the best 11 alongside Seydou Sano of Senegal, Landin Badji of Senegal, Alhagi Saine of the Gambia, Papa Diop of Senegal, Lamine Kamara of Senegal, Prince Susu of Congo, Adama Boyang of the Gambia, Rogers Mugisha of Uganda, Deogracias Businga of Congo, and Malik Daf of Senegal, all selected as Malik Daf of Senegal was selected as the coach of the tournament. All right, well, let's go on a break here from our sponsors. When we come back, still so much more to talk about. Don't go anywhere. It's Still Soccer Nation.
Hey, my name is Alex. I've been a content creator for a while now, and I always try to innovate to keep my audience entertained and engaged. When 5G came into Nigeria, I thought it was all noise, like the normal hype, gang, and all that noise. But boy, was I wrong. Because I've hosted virtual concerts, partied with my followers in the metaverse, created skits with creators in other countries without ever having to leave my room. I can shoot a movie without being on set. Hey, now that's a godsend. With all the money I've spent on cabs this year. If there's one thing 5G has done right, I would say it's made it easier for me to do me.
With MTN 5G, it offers hyper-fast internet speeds, seamless buffering, and applications that can only be possible via its quality data capabilities. No pichuchu, not MTN 5G. Now available on iPhone. MTN. What are we doing today?
When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back. Oh, born to a
Welcome back to the show, Sioux Soccer Nation, brought to you by MTN. Well, for Larry Balogun, netted the only goal as Reims beat AS Monaco 1-0 away in Sunday's Ligue 1 encounter. Well, it is Reims' third consecutive win and also their fourth victory in their last 5 fixtures. Balogun scored the only goal in the 51st minute of that game, which took his tally in the French top flight to 16. At the age of 21 years and 252 days, Balogun became the youngest player to reach 16 goals in his first season in Ligue 1 since Mohamed Salem with Sedan Torsi in the 1960-1961 campaign. Reims are currently occupying the 8th position on 43 points and are 4 points adrift of an European qualification spot. In England, Mikel Arteta has hailed Leandro Trossard's impact and Gabriel Jesus' return as Arsenal did beat Fulham, while the Gunners moved 5 points clear of Manchester City with 3-0 win over Fulham as Leandro Trossard became the first player in Premier League history to claim a hat-trick of assists in the first half of an away game. Mikel Arteta saluted Leandro Trossard's football intelligence after he claimed that 3 assists. Trossard produced the player of the match performance at Craven Cottage, setting up Gabriel Magalhaes, Gabriel Martinelli, and Martin Odegaard's goals as Arsenal re-established a 5-point lead at the top of the Premier League table. The game also featured a return for Jesus, who appeared as a late substitute to make his first Arsenal appearance since November following his recovery from a knee injury, but the Brazilian has returned to intense competition for places. Asked about Trossard's display in his press conference, Arteta said, "When we talk about composure and finding the right color when it's looking really blurry in the box and many players rush passes, he's the opposite. He got 3 assists and could have scored 2. I think he was really impressive. Not only that, he had an injury 3 days ago which could have taken a week or another 10 days, but he was really willing to come back early, and the doctors and medical staff did a lot of good work to get that." Still in England, this time we move to the Championship as Burnley have been put under a transfer embargo by the English Football League after submitting their accounts late. In a statement, the Championship leaders said draft accounts and financial information had been given to the EFL's financial reporting unit, and the delay was down to a change in auditors taking longer than expected. The club believed that the EFL will have no issue with the accounts, as they also said they were confident the issue would be resolved swiftly. Where under the league's jurisdiction, clubs can be penalized with embargoes. We want to continue to have regular dialogue with the financial unit to ensure we remain as open and as transparent and answer any questions the league may have, Burnley said. They went on to say, "We believe that the EFL will have no issue with the detail of our accounts other than their late submission and fully understand and support their position and efforts to sanction any club who fails."
Hi, my name is Dr. Tunji Bakari. I've been a medical doctor for over 20 years, and sometimes I have to recommend my patients leave the country to get urgent care. But with 5G, I don't need my patients to spend enormous amounts of money to fly out. I can consult real time with experts all over the world without needing to get a visa. Even monitoring patients with heart conditions or patients that are at risk of other ailments alone at home can be done with the wearable technology 5G facilitates. Even though I'm a doctor, I keep having to convince my patients this is real, not magic.
Bridge the gap with MTN 5G. It offers hyper-fast internet speeds, seamless buffering, and applications that can only be possible via its quality data capabilities. No pichuju, not MTN 5G. Now available on iPhone. MTN. What are we doing today?
When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag.
Welcome back to the show, Sioux Soccer Nation, brought to you by MTN.
Just like a waving flag.
Let's talk about Manchester City defender Manuel Akanji. Well, he insists that the citizens have got what it takes to compete on all fronts this season. Pep Guardiola's side remain in contention to win the FA Cup, the Champions League and the Premier League. Akanji stated that there is no reason for City to prioritize one competition over another, saying we can still win 3 trophies this season. I hope we win them all. It will not be easy, but we will fight until the end of the season, and I hope we can lift all these cups over our heads. Well, Kyle Walker-Peters elsewhere did talk about the disgust and disappointment he faced by racism as Southampton have criticized social media platforms for allowing hatred to breed and fester after the defender did suffer racist abuse online on Sunday. Offensive remarks were posted in the comments of the 25-year-old's week-old Instagram post after his side's goalless draw with Manchester United. Saints said they were disgusted and disappointed by the abuse. The club have forwarded the messages concerned to Hampshire Police. The force said they are working with Southampton and inquiries into this matter are ongoing. Well, Southampton also contacted police in February 2021 after midfielder Alex Jankiewicz was racially abused online. In a statement, the club expressed their annoyance at social media platforms' inability to resolve the problem, saying more than 2 years on, we find ourselves in the exact position, disgusted and disappointed in the behavior of those online who lower themselves to abusing players for the color of their skin. Well, Southampton said the club fights every day to remove abusive people in order to protect staff and fans who celebrate diversity in football. Elsewhere, Newcastle United revived their bid to finish in the Premier League's top 4 with a battling victory over Wolverhampton Wanderers at St James's Park. While substitute Miguel Almiron scored the winner with 12 minutes left as the Magpies ended a run of 3 straight defeats in all competitions to leapfrog Liverpool into 5th with a 2-point lead and a game in hand and move within 4 points of 4th place Tottenham, who have played 2 games more. Wolves were second best for large periods, but will feel aggrieved that they were not awarded a penalty and that Nick Pope was not sent off when the Newcastle goalkeeper appeared to take down Raul Jimenez 6 minutes before Isak's opener, with referee Andy Madley waving away their appeals. Pope then went on to make a number of fine saves to deny Julen Lopetegui's side, who stayed 13th and missed the chance to move 6 points clear of the relegation zone. Well, it's Newcastle's first win in 6 games in all competition and their first home win in the Premier League since 1-0 victory over Fulham in mid-January. And in Spain, Real Madrid President Florentino Perez called an urgent meeting to discuss the corruption charges faced by arch rivals Barcelona. Well, Real Madrid said they will support the corruption charges faced by Barcelona over money paid to the Vice President of Spain's Referees Committee. Real are prepared to defend their interests when proceedings are opened. As on Friday, a court heard Barcelona have been indicted for corruption, breach of trust and false business records, with prosecutors alleging that Barca paid 8.4 million euros to Jose Maria Enriquez Negreira and his company in return for favorable refereeing decisions. Well, Barcelona, who deny any wrongdoing, acknowledged the payments were made to Dasnil 95 between 2001 and 2018. And Real Madrid did hold a board meeting on Sunday to discuss the issue, outlining their position after having inspected the serious accusations. Well, just let you know that Brennan Johnson has given Wales an injury worry before Tuesday's squad announcement for Euro 2024 qualifiers against Croatia and Latvia. The forward has suffered a growing problem in Nottingham Forest Premier League loss to Tottenham Hotspur on Saturday. As Forest boss Steve Cooper says, they don't know how bad Johnson's injury is. Wales go to Croatia on the 25th of March and host Latvia 3 days later. Well, Forest's Wales goalkeeper Wayne Hennessy withdrew from the bench before kickoff in a 3-1 defeat by Spain because of a knee problem, with manager Russell Martin saying he wasn't able to produce his best after he took a big whack. Alright, well, that is the much we can take on the show. Thank you so much for your time. Do join us again, same time, same frequency tomorrow for another exciting edition of Soccer Nation. It is the best 15 minutes of football you can find anywhere on radio. My name is Victor Oriahi. I'm your favorite Melanin Sports presenter, and the show was brought to you by MTN.
Just like a waving flag, and then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back. Oh, so many wars, settling scores, bringing us promises, leaving us poor. I heard them say, love is the way, love is the answer. That's what they say, but look how they treat us, make us believers. We fight their battles, then they defeat us.
Okay, it's live on Today.
Today 95.1 FM. Where else can be better? Tuning on to Today 95.1 FM, and we will make your day.
Call us now on 0815-5951-951 or 0817-0000-951 and 0810-951-0951. Be our friends on Facebook on www.facebook.com/Today95.1FM.
So I'm on Twitter now. Twitter.
And follow us on Twitter at TodayFM951.
Good listeners make good men and women. Listen to Today 95.1 FM.
I just got it.
It's hot, spanking new.
On Today 95.1 FM.
Voice of the people. Tell me what you want. I can be your friend. I can be your muse. Call my name and I'll be there. Do you know me? Do you know me? I am Dave Roberts, your favorite guy on radio.
Can love you better through the stormy weather.
Catch me when you can.
Cause you're Peter Pan, you know landing never. Have you ever felt this?
Okay, ready? Are we rolling? All right, we're rolling.
Live from the Garden City of Port Harcourt, Nigeria, this is Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. Voice of the people.
King Kong, sick. King Kong, signal. Don't go off another one. Your loving on day was my tata. Me no believe you for another. This loving girl lead in my mental. Since the time that caused my placenta. King Kong, I'm close to make my soul. Make me when they lose control. Maybe you never killing me, oh. Come close, I'ma make with you. Like it when you touch your toe. Make me when they lose control. Baby, you never killing me, oh. Baby, you never killing me, oh.
I want to meet your mother.
Oluchi, Niko, Luman, baby, get back. Oluchi, touch you, me that be your mother. So I'm Gucci. I go buy you that much, we go turn up. Properties go color. Free your ex, I'm a color. Because why? You go leave a girl like you. Oluchi, your loving and neighbors my tata. Oluchi, they no believe you for another. Oluchi, this loving girl lead in my mental. Since the time that caused my placenta. I'ma make with you. Like it when you touch your toe. Make me when they lose control. Maybe you never killing me, oh. Come close, I'ma make with you. Like it when you touch your toe. Make me when they lose control. Baby, you never killing me, oh. Baby, you never killing me, oh.
I want to meet your mother. Baby girl, I love you. I'm not a nigga comedian again. I don't sit down somewhere like before. I'm not a fucking stomach. I drop my chama. I drop his back. Baby girl, please. Very, very, very. I beg the girl don't hear me. Baby girl, tell her. I beg.
Oluchi, your loving and neighbors my tata. Oluchi, in the
So from a dancing comedian who always goes on the streets with towels and what they call powder on his face, to a singer who is topping the charts right now, Catching a Fake featuring Barry Tiger and Skibby on the song Oluchi. I really love it, okay? Has a very wonderful sound and style, and of course they sampled Nicest Kongwaso on the track, right? Gives it this retro vibe and, of course, bringing the whole contemporary thing into it, the mix, right? Anyways, welcome to the show. Entertainment recap right here on Today 95.1 FM. It's a Monday. So great to be here again with wonderful people in PH City. What's happening? My name is Dave Roberts, your favorite guy on radio, dripping with opulence. Call me your radio muse right here on Today 95.1 FM. And I'll be here for you up until the top of the hour. We're having a great conversation together. It's a Monday. What's been happening over the weekend in the entertainment space? I'll give you the update. Money Making Monday. Man Crush Monday, Motivational Monday. You know I always motivate you every Monday. What are you doing? Get up, go out there, make money. Make money, make money, make money. But it has to be legal, right? You don't have to do crazy things to make money. I've been seeing a lot of things people do on socials just for the money. And I'm like, okay, is this really worth it? But, well, different strokes for different folks. Don't get yourself in trouble. Just do the right things and make money, okay? And yes, I'll be giving you some, well, let's say good, bad tales. A lot of things happened over the weekend in the entertainment space, but I'll let you know that and more right here on the show. Big Dave is still here for you. Happy birthday, shout out to you if it's your birthday today. Congratulations. If it's your birthday today, congratulations. I'm really super excited for you. Today 95.1 FM is happy that you are celebrating your birthday today, right? Oh, yeah. Okay, so congratulations to every other person celebrating something today. Congratulations. We're really super excited for you, and we wish you the best. We wish you many more years. We wish you the best of life, okay? So I'll go on to a break. When I get back, I'll head straight to the news report. Thames is in the news today. Find out what happened over the weekend. And the Oscar story. I wanted to mention the place they were in, but let's just go with the Oscar story, okay? Stick around. It's still Today 95.1 FM.
Okay, ready? Are we rolling? All right, we're rolling.
Live from the Garden City of Port Harcourt, Nigeria. This is Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. Voice of the people.
And now, the moment you've been waiting for.
This is Port Harcourt's number one.
Here we go.
Your number one talk radio station. 95.1 FM. Today.
All right, welcome back. It's still Today 95.1 FM. 42 minutes gone past the hour of 6. This is Entertainment Recap, that show that gives you the latest gossip and trending stories in the world of entertainment. My name is Dave Roberts. What's happening? Are you having a great evening, or are you just stranded, stuck? No vibe, no energy. Someone is saying he's hungry here. Is that your situation? If that's your situation, don't worry. Dave is going to come through for you. Who doesn't believe